Episode 81. Coming back after a break after having defeated Leviathan. I had a nice long rest, and I think Omori did too. Although after getting back from that rest, I think she realized she just killed Leviathan. Shouldn't that mean she can summon Leviathan now? Isn't that how that works? Get the essence of a primal, and then you can summon its eggy. Of course, you can't actually summon Leviathan, or any other primal other than Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan, other than some other special ones, but not Leviathan. Of course, you can't summon Mughal either, but Komori probably thinks Mughal was actually the real guy and not a primal. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but she does think she should be able to summon Leviathan. If she can't summon Leviathan, then something is defective with her book. That must be it. So to work out the kinks, she's going to go exploring into the first dungeon she hears about. Somewhere here in this bar, surely somebody has some rumors about a place she can test her skills, work out the kinks in her book, and fix this summoning problem she has. Think Kurds and Slay. Yuriko Moriko by the Onion. The very woman I seek at Dristwaite's best. How do I know the potbanger? Why, we trained together in the Culinarians Guild. He has a place in Costa del Sol now, a flying shark. Not the sharpest knife in the block is Drist the Daft, but he's loyal. Huh. I was just saying that about Komori. Funny. He's got a friend out there by the name of Wastegate, and he seems to be in need of your help. What say you go look him up? Look him up, eh? I'm pretty sure this is the right quest. There are 3 dungeons that I need to do for this patch. Hopefully I can do all 3 of those dungeons in this episode. The timing should work out like that, maybe. Go Moriko. I shall have to thank Dristwaite, for he was as good as his word. He promised he'd find you. I'm lucky to have such friends, what can I say? In the company of heroes, you keep good company, haha. And that's what I need your help with. I'm sure you'll remember Brave Fox. In a bit of trouble she is. As the captain of the guards here, I can hardly go charging off to her rescue. Yet, would I forsake a friend? Never. And so I thought of you, Komori. Truly your timing is fortuitous, and your fortitude unmatched. If there is any who can help our mutual Gobby friend, it is you. Now off you go then. The Brave Fox's long stop. This would of course be the hard mode version of Brave Fox's long stop. The other hard mode that we have to do is... I actually don't remember. Maybe by the end of this dungeon I'll remember. Or I'll look it up during the queue time. And after the 2 hard dungeons, 1 new dungeon. Good, the Uplander is here to give lent hand to Gobby Flock of Brave Fox. Uplander's tongue flaps make for happy Gobby. Brave Flock's ear catch enemy foot noise. Illuminati want Brave Fox's secret. Dirty take they try and try. Stinky sweet secret recipe. Brave Fox can give to Gobby friend. Brave Fox's cheese is most tasty fresh. And now, Brave Fox is a hunted copy. Brave Fox is no cheese maker. Brave Fox, free cheese recipe from Illuminati. Cheese is gobby birthright. No gobby die make Illuminati cheese swords. But now they want to make Brave Fox dead copy. Brave Fox give up land or lent hand in pastime, yes? Mighty Rockman fall with gobby help, yes? Now time has come for Lent Hand to be Brave Fox's Iron Fist. I don't think I caught 100% of that. But it sounds like you're in trouble with the Illuminati. The Eye of Providence. Not really. Duty Finder. This is hopefully not a terrible time to queue into an optional dungeon, but it says 10 minutes, so maybe it is a terrible time. We'll see. That was unfortunately quite long. I think this dungeon is pretty interesting, from what I remember anyway. Thought I had Carbuncle out. Guess I didn't. Oh, I don't see any other Lalafels in the party. Guess they're talking about me. I see. That other carbuncle belongs to the Scholar. I forgot about that. I didn't see any other summoners in the party, so I assumed that carbuncle was mine. But my PP is yellow. Illuminati is an interesting name for a group of kobolds. Of course, ostensibly they're knowledge seekers, hidden knowledge seekers. Oh, oops. And it ties into their whole shtick of building weapons of war and whatnot. I didn't realize the Illuminati got introduced so early on. In fact, it may have been introduced even earlier than this, and I just don't remember. Well, I say introduced early. The stuff that I'm thinking happenings. Stuff that I'm thinking of happening soon isn't too far from here. Should we be focusing on the snipers? Maybe. Probably. Micro adjustments. Don't have to move too much. What will you do, Brave Fox? How are you gonna help? I don't usually pay attention to the NPCs when in a dungeon. I think they're just a bit too hectic to do that. Just watching our back is all. I guess for this part of the dungeon we have to free some goblins from cages. I don't actually remember this part. Didn't mean to aggro that guy. But the tank pulled it right back. Every now and again one of these flying guys stops attacking the tank and seems to aggro on me. Or not aggro, just do a single attack. Something like that. Perfect size for me. Why me? What could you possibly want to do with me? Well, I hope that's it. I should have barriered that. I'm going to say that every time I got hit by something. No matter what. And it'll be true whether I'm playing Summoner or Black Mage, because both of those characters, or classes, even though they're ranged DPS, or magical ranged DPS, they both for some reason get a barrier. Oops. Did I? I pulled aggro. I'm so sorry. Should the Scholar have a different summon by now? Does the Scholar not get a fairy immediately or something, or...? I'm pretty sure, unlike the Summoner, the Scholar summon pretty much just stays out as a fairy. Whereas the Summoner sometimes has a carbuncle out, or most of the time has carbuncle out. Making good time. This boss, actually kind of hard, if I remember. Illuminati will not have cheese. Right, I gotta stand in the center. And this thing is running around the arena, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. And then it goes through the middle. Nope, it doesn't. Gotta knock the bombs away. Don't know how to do that as a ranged magical DPS. Oh dear. Well, I stood in one, but we're fine. I don't remember this music either. Pretty good. I am not picking up on the strategy here. Not fully, anyway. Sometimes there are snipers and other characters, I don't know. Oh, that guy stood in it. That's the tank, too. And that's the Illuminati. Just a bunch of silly guys that are no threat to anyone. Surely. I want that music. Cool. And that's it. No fanfare. Gee, this is a Gobby birthright. Gobby treat for every Gobby flock. If Illuminati deep hate Brave Fox, then Brave Fox back hate Illuminati. Story's over with the dungeon. But this guy's looking for the normal Brave Fox's long stop. Back to the rumor mill. Let's see what else we can challenge Komori with today. Think it was Lorian? No. Was it also Glowzone? Nope. Then it must have been Fallacy. No. Wait. Oh, there's one more. Yep, Halatali. That's the one I'm looking for. An adventurer who can hold her own in battle. It just so happens I've gotten word of a new challenge for one of your talents. Requires a bit of challenge and a dash of heroics, but it'd be worth your while. Eastern Dandaland's lovely this time of year. You've heard of the training grounds at Halatali, I'd wager. That place fell into disuse after the calamity, but some adventurer or another put it to rights. Its owners aim to train gladiators and adventurers once more. Just as in the old days. A little paint, a little mass burial, and now the place is ready to take on challengers. If you're at all keen on the notion, go and talk with my friend Arl down there. He'll get you in the door. Interestingly, for some reason, Halatali underwent a mechanical change pretty deeply since the time that I played it, between patch 7.0 and patch 7.1. The new changes changed the bosses quite a bit, but we're not playing normal Halatali, we're doing hard mode, so hard mode's probably unchanged. Of course, the changes to normal Halatali were probably done to make it so that all of the duty support stuff is more in line with the rest of the game. They created or added in 7.1, the option to do this optional dungeon with a party of NPCs, which was previously not possible. And I guess at the same time they changed the dungeon around so that it also matched the basic dungeon design or design philosophy of later dungeons. Welcome to Halatali, where heroes are made. I am Arl, and any friend of Hubert is a warmly regarded acquaintance of mine. Didn't mention he used to tread the sands, did he? Been trying to get that smooth-talking son of a Hydra to take up the gladiator trade again. But gets easily distracted, Hubert does. Now I'll wager he didn't put two and two together when he heard your name. You were the last Fafioni was talking about, aren't you? Ah, I knew it. The liberator of Halatali herself. Thanks to you, we've made it nice and deadly in there again. Gotta restore the Colosseum games to what they were. It's no lap of luxury, I warn you. Place could use some more freshening up. There are some lurking crawlies that need a good killing. But the brass blades are on that detail. So what do you say? Care to experience the new and improved training grounds? We'd be honored to have the liberator of Halatali return as a challenger. Longer wait time this time. Of course, it didn't actually take 10 minutes, like it predicted before. So if this is any indication, it'll take longer than 14 minutes this time. Alright, that was actually much quicker. Unlike Greyflox's Long Stop Hard, which I have some memory of, I have no memory of Holotolly Hard. In fact, I barely have memory of Holotolly Normal. Guess we should watch out for the stage hazards. They're schmoving. Gotta keep up. Not a moment's rest. Well, this works out for me. It'll help me fit in all 3 dungeons within 1 episode. I guess this is literally a training exercise. We're being overseen by some trainers up there. That one's untelegraphed. Interesting. What's this Mammoth Admirer doing? Why is everyone standing back there? Oh, is that why? I should have known. How am I getting interrupted for? Oh, you have to stand in this guy to not get killed. Not sure how I missed that the first time. Wasn't paying attention. Your skills are beyond doubt, adventurers. Keep your wits about you and you may yet go far. On to the next stage. He says that, but I'm the only one that died there. Maybe I really do need training. Tried to weave in some loot crabs there. Didn't do it so well. once I'm actually not recording at a terrible time of night for queuing into a party. But as a result, I'm actually a little bit more fatigued than usual, because of course I'm usually up at night. Being up at the times where other people are usually awake is actually abnormal for me, but I should get used to it. Not to say that that's the reason I'm perhaps playing badly. If I blame it on anything, it would be on the obtuse mechanics some of these hard mode dungeons have. But I can't blame it all on that. One look from the Catoplepus can freeze a man's blood in his veins, or its accursed gaze. Maybe I should have talked to the other NPCs standing outside the first boss's area. Got a little bit of a hint. Do we just, what just happened? Well, I don't think I'm the only one that doesn't know what to do this time, considering how many vulnerability stacks we all have. Tank's dead. My controller's so twitchy. That was the most impressive showing, he said sarcastically. The third and final stage awaits you. I partly make these videos just to, for the sake of posterity, capture what these dungeons look like. But unfortunately, the way that I'm playing them, I sometimes miss out on things like NPC dialogue. Sometimes it's captured on screen for just a few frames, like that guy we just ran past by. And some other dialogue that appeared on screen. Don't even get the chance to read it myself. Yeah, this controller. I really need to fix it. Trying to shake it loose if there's any dirt in there, but I don't think that's gonna do anything. The guy was hanging on for a while. Was he using some kind of marauder skill to let him stay alive? You've surpassed all my expectations, but the final test is yet to come. Prepare to face the elite of the elite. The final test shall pit you against the finest gladiators ever to grace... Holotolly? I didn't read that all. People talk fast in cutscenes. Is this really what the fight was? This is interesting. How did I not remember this? This is cool. Five bosses. Imagine that. Well, they go down pretty quick. I don't even get to finish my cast. I guess the real boss is there. Maybe that's why I don't remember. Did we target the monster or the thaumaturge? I'm bound. Thanks, guy. Interesting mechanic. Where's that scepter? Oh, someone else has it. Ah. We went by those mechanics super fast, but it would have been interesting if we didn't. Glorious contest. I was hard-pressed to restrain myself from joining the fray. Well, even if we went slower, they probably don't have a whole boatload of mechanics, those five guys. And yet, Komori remains unchallenged. Perhaps one more challenge will whet her appetite. Oh, except it's not over here. It's actually in the Black Shroud, this one. How does Komori know to go here for a dungeon? Who knows? Oh yeah, the Moogles. Maybe she's asking for advice on how to summon Moogle Mog, or something. Wait. I guess you don't unlock it from here. Although the dungeon is here. Unlock it from Gridania. This stick can't even teleport in peace. Oh no. Okay. Let's Did that do anything? I just have to be careful, I guess, even lightly touching the stick. This is not going to be feasible. I'm going to have to figure something else out after this episode. Should be over here, actually. Probably. Yeah. There it is. Sumion. It is well that you are here, Komori. Some burdens are too heavy to bear, even for those so favored to abide. Know that you were chosen as much for your true heart as your skill. I speak to you in the name of the 3 Seed Seers. The eldest, Connie Senna, you will already know as the guardian of our fair land. 2 siblings has she. It is the younger of this pair, Arun Senna, who hears the voice of the elementals with greatest clarity. What he has heard lately is troubling indeed. These dark stirrings have traced to the lost city of Amdapor in the South Shroud. The city once throve in the fullness of magic during the 5th Astral Era, but it was sealed in the wake of its demise. Alas, the 12th Ward has been out of balance since the calamity. So righteous has its aspect become that the seal was severely weakened. When this happened, the force surrounding the city began to wither and die. We would enjoin you to investigate the cause. Now, I must confess that this is a task for the Twin Adder, normally, but we do not live in normal times, Komori. The company is spread thin, and you are stout with success. Will you not assist? It is well that you assent, for the need is great. Go now to Seed Seer Raya Osena at Camp Tranquil, and listen well to what she says to her brother's divination. And now we go there. I skipped a step. I just knew that Amdapor was in that area, so I thought the quest to unlock it was also there. But I guess they put the beginning of the quest in a player hub so that people see it more easily. Ah, hear about that cursed pile of rocks they call the lost city of Amdapor, I assume. I am Raya Osena, sister to the elder Seed Seer. Brother Isumion hasn't told you much, has he? Discretion is the better part of his valor. Well, aside from Amdapor Keep, the city is all that remains of an advanced magical civilization from the 5th Astral Era. No records survive of how the city met its end, but the elementals tell us all was undone by what the Great One calls an unclean presence. I fear that what my brother senses is this very thing. Its satedness drained away after so many centuries, if it hungers for another city to slake its thirst on. I'll take it from here, sister. There you are, brother. Why must you dawdle so and leave the tedious explanations to me? Now convey all you felt to this artful adventurer. My sister paints me as a bumbling rustic, but I assure you, I'm nothing of the sort. I'm simply attuned to something greater. Which brings us to that darkness stirring in Amdapor, behind the barrier. Something has kindled there, and daily it grows. And how distrait the elementals are. I've not seen the like of it. They show me what feels like awakening and nightmares. I fear this calls for a more prosaic sensing than that of my rare gift. Some disaster slouches toward us. Might you uncover the source of these dark visions and nip it in the bud? You are our best hope, Komori. Surely you can find the will to journey into Amdapor. You shall find a wood whaler by the name of Alphine keeping vigil at the barrier. And don't worry about returning here to tell us of your findings. The elementals will doubtless keep us apprised. But enough talk. Good luck, Komori. See, this is the same problem. In fact, we should return here to apprise you of our findings, because that would end the quest in a much more neat way, rather than just completing the dungeon and not knowing where things leave us. But that's the design of these early dungeons. I shouldn't harp on it so much. Seed Seers have sent word of your coming. You are bold indeed to willingly glimpse into the darkness. The lost city festers more and more by the day, and they say you're to lance the boil, eh? Beyond this gate lies a land out of balance, its earth aspect sapped by the calamity. You had best be prepared before proceeding further. Rot and wrong, that's what you'll see. Creatures run mad, tormented by hooked burrs that clutch and burrow. Well, good luck with that. No doubt you'll prevail. Being favored by the seeds here and all. Fight well. And I'm kind of running short on time for this episode. But I committed to completing 3 dungeons in this one, and 3 dungeons it will be. Amdapor Keep, the first technically new dungeon we see in this episode, and it looks like a dump. Big fan of the design though. I like all the mushroom stuff. Hopefully we complete this before maintenance begins. We're right up on the edge of that. Tanks are moving fast, so maybe. A lot of enemies. I mean, we did do like a wall-to-wall ad grab, but I didn't expect this many. There are a few different Amdapor dungeons, and I always have trouble remembering which one is which. We did Amdapor Keep already, which was the Cult of Dalamud and all of that. A separate location from Amdapor City, though. And this will be the second of the Amdapors we're doing. Lost City of Amdapor. And then there's a hard mode version of either this one or Keep. I'm pretty sure the hard mode is of this one. And I don't recall if it's in this one or the hard mode that we find something interesting. Like an interesting boss or something. Might actually be this one. We'll see. Well, this boss is pretty interesting in its own right, if I recall. I think I died to this on my main character. First time I did the dungeon. That plum is staying on the ground. Gotta free the player that was devoured. Do I get a turn to be eaten? Well, probably not. I don't think there's enough health for that to happen. Not that I'm complaining, we have to complete this quick. I will stop for the treasure chest though. Who's casting sleep on those mobs? Maybe to slow down the damage on the tank? Could be some big brain strat that I'm not thinking of. Oh, that's not. Oops. Great, I should have known. A mimic, of course. The placement was far too obvious. Though to be fair, a lot of the later dungeons do put treasure chests just in front of doors. They're so linear like that. I'm dying. I'm dead. What did I do wrong? What the hell is this, boss? It's like a small thing and then a big thing. What is that icon? I've never seen that. So many weird things in these hard mode dungeons. Oh, I need to resummon Carbuncle. There's some kind of mechanic with these small guys that was demonstrated by the first one the tank killed, but I have no idea what it did. I think we're just doing DPS. One of these ignore the mechanic fights because we have such high item level. Okay, we have to do mechanics now. Kill this thing? Why me? Why me? Why am I tanking? Is it because I did damage on something that I shouldn't have? Well, surprisingly, I didn't die. Woman's not a mimic. We can beat maintenance, I know it. Surely. Maybe. Probably have to kill these things before the big guy. Battles have fallen. Whatever it's tethered to. Well, it's probably good that maintenance begins soon. It'll cut my recording session short. Which isn't a good thing, but it'll at least force me to get some rest. Do we just want to DPS these down first, or... I'm paralyzed. And I'm free. Oh yeah, this is it. Diabolos. There's a puzzle, which I don't know what it is. Something about these doors that I never bothered to learn. I really should have, though. What's ultimate terror? What the hell? Pardon me? Probably my fault if we're gonna die. We're all asleep. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Definitely had to do something with the doors that somebody started, but I didn't really understand what was going on. Well, I think we're just going to power through. I guess they did do it right. We didn't seem to really take damage. I'm gonna have to look up that boss again. Understand what was going on there. Goodbye forever, Diablos. Well, I guess that person was doing the puzzle right if we didn't die. And after all that, did Komori work out all the kinks in her book? Did she learn how to summon Leviathan? Let's see. Nope, still Carbuncle. What a pointless endeavor. Maybe we'll summon Leviathan next episode. But don't hold your breath. Alright. I'm going to go off and research what exactly went wrong in all those dungeons, or all those mysterious mechanics I didn't understand, just for the sake of understanding what I went through. While Komori is going to take a break.